the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
What's up? It's time. Let's announce the 16 drivers which team they're on. Let's get the Stalker T-Birds versus Chevy Stalkers race going on. The start of the T-Birds. We had more people wanting to race than we had cars. Actually, right before I hit record, Scorpio, my boy Scorpio, messaged me and asked if he could be a passenger. So, yeah, why not? So we randomly put him in a car too. But he's gonna be a passenger. Anyway, first up, in the Ford Thunderbird Lightning Stalker, we got Mickey from Key West Racing. And the number 4 T-Bird, we are looking at For the Win Diecast Racing. Next up, one of the hottest brand new talents on the modified racing scene, Mr. Matman 213, gonna be in that chromed out gold lace Extreme T-Bird. In the number 6 Mark Martin T-Bird, it is my boy Mark B of CRC. Mark been watching the channel a long time. I appreciate it, Mark. You the man. Next up, on the T-Bird team, the red number 3, it is Hyder Oman. And next to him in the orange 5 League of Speed T-Bird, we got Kevin Bad Burn 03. I wish I knew what caused that bad burn. I could probably give you a shot of penicillin and fix that, and you just be Kevin 03. And next up, the Blue Velocita, aka T-Bird Stalker from the back in the day. The Blue Velocita is the crazy old man. And the last driver for the Thunderbirds, none other than 100 Proof Racing, James Clayman. He'll be the anchor leg. We are running head-to-head 8 races, but we will play it out to see who is the overall fastest car. For the Chevys, starting off in the, I don't remember if that's Sugar Rush. It's not Sugar Rush, it's like a Candyland or something, I don't know. But the first Stalker, it is Res Wheels. Remember the wheel spin that thing had when we was unpacking it. I just noticed something about this when I was putting that graphite on. Thing's got small back wheels, big front wheels. What? Error. That thing probably worth money. But will it be fast? That's all we care about. And behind the wheel to find out, none other than Po Boy Racing. Maybe he was too po to get 4 big wheels, but he's 2 and 2, and we're gonna see what he's gonna do. The purple Halloween Chevy Stalker. Got rusty belt diecast, and alongside of him in the passenger seat, yeah, I see him in there. What's up? Scorpio riding passenger. And the Halloween Stalker. Next up, one of the top dogs on the diecast racing scene for the past couple years, out of Houston, Mr. MDG Michael Mathis. Keep an eye on that car. Next up, in the orange, gold medal, speed gold, ultra hot, metal flake, paint yellow interior, is Mr. Redline Salvage Sean. He likes those Stalker. He's driving one in sub 4 RA right now, which should be posted anytime now, maybe today, later, I don't know, but looking forward to that. Red Pill didn't have a great qualifying except for the new cars, so see how that goes. Anyway, next up, 3 spots left. The Hurricane Stalker. That is my boy Bo, your Nightmare Racing. Check his channel out. He's got some cool and fast cars on his channel. Check that out. Second from last in the number 1, it's Leafer 12. Rookie on the scene, trying to make a name for himself. And last driver, been a little down on his luck lately, even though he did win American Muscle 3. on Redline Derby. Probably the longest racing, most experienced diecast racer racing today. It's Mr. Nick Devers from NDR Racing. Let's line them up, man. This has already been pre-drawn. The order they were lined up in is the order they're racing, so we can make it simple. It's going to be interesting. The Chevys definitely have a pretty good weight advantage here. Will it matter? I don't know. I'm sure, at least like based off of original information, when I first hit the diecast scene, this stocker Chevy team is loaded with cars that I was told was fast. But when you're looking at NASCAR diecast, the T-Birds are tough to beat, baby. Maybe some of them Pontiac stockers, but strong lineup. Strong lineup. There's your lineup. Let's get the tournament going. We're going live style here. Down here at the end, we've got those freshly cracked open, graphited, ready to go. Cool Classics Torinos and Mustangs, and then two other cars that were actually in the mailbox. Missed on the mail call at 300Z. The Quasar Lasers. About that. First matchup, let's get it going. Dropping for this Chevy Stockers, Mr. Res Wheels against Mickey Key West Racing. Let's get them going. Res Wheels and Key West Racing to the top of Red Pill Hill. Ought to be interesting. There we go. Gotta win 2 in a row. If we ran 4 and there's no winner, we will golf average it too. Tie in the first at 21-32. How about that? We will start it out with a damn tie. Res Wheels and Key West Racing on swap lanes. Key West going into Res Wheels to win a 21-32 for both. Pretty solid. If you get a new car that's running that, that's one of the faster cars you will get. Race 2, no advantage. Ooh, Res Wheels takes advantage, but Mr. Key West was running him down. Didn't have enough time. Alright, race 3. Res Wheels coming out of 2. Trying to eliminate Key West Racing, who's made his first appearance on the scene that I know of this year at Sub 4 RA. Here we go. Woo, man, back advantage. Key West Racing, but Key West Racing a lot like an early Red Pill. Ugly cars, covered in graphite, but not to be taken lightly. I'm expecting them guys to be up there battling towards the front with at least a couple of their cars by the end of the Adult Diecast Racing League Series. Like I said, check out Sub 4 RA today. Race 4. Oh man, I split again. Alright, so we go back to the top. Sub 4 RA running that Adult Diecast Racing League. He's getting better every race with his track building. Of course, I had a crazy comeback to take the title for Red Pill Racing in the 2019 series. Let's hope we can keep that rolling. Qualifying for this Bristol did not help. Race 1 golf averages if they split. Woo-hoo. Close cars, man. They've been within 2 1,000ths every time, I believe. So this is it. Res Wheels in 2. Key West Racing in 1. Res Wheels needs to close them out by winning, or only losing by 1 1,000th to it. Griswold shut him down a 26 to a 30. That's a wrap. Let's go down. Mr. Key West Racing. Mickey put on a good show. You gonna park there with your boys. First winner, Chevy Stalker. Going to race 2. It's the error, probably worth millions of dollars. Haley's Comet Chevy Stalker. And that bad boy, driven by Po Boy Racing. He gonna be racing against For the Win diecast in this number 4, which things can be fast. For the Win diecast in 1. Po Boy with the error Haley's Comet Chevy Stalker. Makes it a really big unknown. Or it would definitely be a favorite. He's in lane 2. Let's go. Oh yeah. 21-13. Both cars ran faster times than the cars in the first round. Po Boy. Gonna be coming out of lane, trying to stay on a bit. Here we go. For the Win diecast in 2. Trying to stay alive. Po Boy trying to put a quick into it in the only matchbox in the field. But it looks like it might be a good one. Race 2. Not so fast, says For the Win. For the Win in lane 2. Crazy. Like I said, both of these cars ran faster times in the first pass and now the second pass than the first cars. Po Boy into For the Win diecast coming out of lane 1. Let's go. 21-12 to a 16. For the Win. For the Win. The first Chevy Stalker eliminated. We're kind of running Redline Derby type rules. That'll be the next matchup either For the Win and Res Wheels. Next race. It's Mr. Rusty Belt Diecast Racing with his passenger Scorpio, which is the weirdest request ever, but hey, that's my boy. I'll take care of Scorpio. He gonna be racing against my boy, the other boy, Matt Man 213. Matt building some fast cars. He's in the Chrome T-Bird. The T-Bird in 1. I got Mr. Rusty and Mr. Scorpio. That may give him a weight advantage coming out of 2. Having an extra person. This is downhill racing after all. Here we go. Not enough. 32 of 46. Matt Man always fast on the big end. He's going to 2. He's going to have a chance to close him out. This car is super light. I believe that Stalker probably outweighs him by 10 grams. Here we go. Ooh, did he get him? No, he didn't. All right, Scorpio navigated him to the win. Big comeback. Rusty Belt diecast. Fast on the big end. He can close him here. My buddy Matt got a comeback in lane 1, or he done. There we go. Matt Man in 1. Lane 2 is the driving combo, Rusty Belt and Scorpio. And that's a wrap. Scorpio, Rusty Belt, moving on. Matt Man is eliminated. Matt Man seemed like a good dude. Just chatting with him on Facebook and Messenger, and good guy, smart guy. Obviously, he building fast cars that's winning. Not yesterday though. Yesterday, Red Pill finally got their first win. The Redline Derby Nationals. That's been some tight racing right there. Next up, Chevy Stalkers. My number 1. CWP. Brotherhood of Speed. Michael Mathis in the yellow jacket. Trying to put a sting on one of the favorites, Mark D. In that Mark Martin car. Some of these cars are not impressive. Most are above average, but some of those NASCAR Pro Racing cars are elite. So Mr. Mathis is gonna have his hands full from lane 2. Here we go. Did that even reset? I don't know. I couldn't tell who won. It was super close. It definitely wasn't 2 100s. We running that back. I did not look and visually see it reset. I mean, it looked so close, and no way it was that far apart. I couldn't tell who won. Race 1, redo. Here we go. Yep, maybe it was that much. 2108 to a 29. He must be fast on the big M Mark D driving that Valvoline carboy. This is Mathis's first time driving in the Yellow Jacket Chevy. Obviously, he ain't got the handle in the first run. Can he do it here to stay alive? Oh, he got that speed down a little bit, but that T-Bird stalker, too much for him. And look at that. 4 races in, 2 T-Birds, 2 Chevy stalkers. Next up, the Orange Metal Flake Red Line Salvage. He's gonna be facing Hyder Omar. Always like this car. This could be seen soon as Sub 4 RA as a alternate car for Red Pill. Maybe for myself if I'm not climbing back up the rankings here after Bristol. Race 1, Hyder Omar, Red Line Salvage, Sean 2. Race 1 with Sean. You don't swap him. Hyder Omar. And 2, you gotta win to stay alive, otherwise Sean. Moving on to round 2. And Don Salvage trying to pull the lead for the Chevys. You got him. 23 to a 40. Hyder Omar, done. So that car may not be. We may see it back as a mod on the track at Sub 4 RA. Of course, this is a strong run right here for the Chevy stalkers. Got Mr. Kevin Badburn. I need a shot up in the ceiling in my ass. In the orange T-Bird. He's gonna be facing my boy Bo in the red Hurricane from Your Nightmare Racing. The Hurricane stalker, not the Hurricane Camaro. There he is, Mr. Byrne. Mr. Unprotected. Kevin Badburn 03 and 1. And that would be Your Nightmare. Your Nightmare in lane 2. Mr. Bo. Let's do it. Oh man, that was rough. One and done. He obviously does have a bad burn. He's got to park it. He said he's got to go straight to the urgent care. That'll be our first Chevy matchup. Race 7, the #1 Huffman. Our #1 Chevy stalker. That's Lee for 12. Seems like a young kid name, and that's gonna be tough for him because he's racing the crazy old man in Velocita. But he does have that Chevy power. In lane 1. Crazy old man in 1. Leaper into. Yeah, that's one and done as well. A crazy old man. Driving like a crazy old man. Get out of the left lane. Pull over. He's done. Leave for 12. Moving on. Last matchup. Team captain James Clayman facing the other team captain Nick Devers. We've seen this if you followed diecast racing more than 10 times. A lot of times in the first round too. Mr. Clayman in that slick looking Velocita M1 heavy Chevy stalker for Nick Devers. Lane 2, here we go. Ooh, the Huffman actually running good at 21.06, but Clayman ran a 21.13. That the T-Bird stalker slash Velocita outweighed by about 10 grams here, 46 to 56. That's why the Chevy stalker Huffmans are so popular in racing. I believe strictly for the weight. Here we go. Man, a fast run for Mr. Clayman. Not fast enough, no. The Chevy Stalker Huffman car. Already the fastest one I got. I've got about 4 or 5 of them open. A few more up here. Fastest one so far. Made in China. Are they all made in China? China. Let's take a look at my cars up here. China and China. At least the 4 that I've got carded still all made in China. Round 2. Here we go. The number 4 for the win diecast. He's gonna be facing Reds Wheel Chevy. Let's do it. For the win diecast in 1. Res Wheel's gonna be in 2. Based off the first round, For the Win seemed to turn the fastest times, but we don't run one and done timer results. That's why we race. Let's go. 12 to 28. For the Win. Diecast For the Win. We're going to be in 2 now, trying to take Res Wheels out and have him park his little candy ass stalker in the pits with his friends. Race 2. Yep, that's a wrap for him. Res Wheel pulling off to the side. Take it to the pit, sir. That is a wrap. Next up, we got Mark D of CRC and the Mark Martin T-Bird with a rusty belt in his passenger. Scorpio with the odd request. But if you love racing, you'll take racing as a driver, a passenger, a backseat driver, riding bitch. It don't matter. You just want to race. Scorpio all about it. Trying to guide his boy Rusty Belden 2 to the win. Here we go. Not enough that round. Mark D of CRC, the replacement driver for Martin after he's now 147 years old. Still just as short as ever. Never able to win a title. So we went from Mark Martin to Mark D. He's going to try to close him out from 2. Got him barely, man. Scorpio and Rusty Belt put up one hell of a fight. Not enough. Get that. The first 2 races, shocker. 2 T-Birds in the final 4. But they're going to be matching against 2 Chevys because that's all we got left. We got my boy Sean from Redline Salvage. He's going to be facing Bo from Your Nightmare. Bo's car looked fast, it's light, but it's fast in the first round. Definitely at a weight disadvantage here from Sean. Sean knows them heavy stalkers, he likes them, and he can whip it. Let's see race 1. You got the first 21-14 to a 20. Good times for both guys. 37 grams to 62, big underdog. 37 grams for that car of Your Nightmare. 15 gram, almost unheard of in stock racing here. Here we go. Look at Bo. Bo getting it done, son. He said, not so fast, my lightweight ride is quick, son. That's crazy. Now Redline Salvage Sean got to stay alive from lane 2. Bo said, we finishing it lightweight and quick for 1. Kind of close it out here in race 3. And he did it. Wow, big upset. First big upset of the race. Redline Salvage is done. Sean devastated, disappointed. He said he is not racing here ever again, but he was kidding. Tough break. Running against that monster lightweight that Bo's got. Last race to get to the final 4. We got Lee for 1 and Nick Devers, both in the stalkers. Lee for 1's kind of looked up to Nick Devers as a hero ever since he made that cool song about his custom diecast. All of Leefer's buddies say they're so sick of him walking around singing Nick Devers' custom diecast. Let's see if he can beat him. Let's go. Oh, race 1 goes to Nick Nick Devers. You hear him singing it now down there. Come on, dude. Leiferd's got to step it up. You idle Nick Devers. We'll shut the door on you and put you in the wall. Man or not, son. Better get that killer instinct or Devers about to shut it down here. There we go. Devers does it 21:07. Kind of took it a little easy that first round on Leifer. That car actually did pretty well, ran good times. Not in the final four. Fords, Chevys, final four. There we go. We got in the number 4 T-Bird. Batman 213. No, he's out. That's for the win diecast. For the win diecast. How can you be a loser with that name? Against the man with the plan, Mark D. CRC. Going through some problems. Wish you well, my brother. Get it done. Here we go. And he likes being out on the track. Clears his head. Takes out for the win for the loss in lane 1. Swapping him up, Mark D. Australia. Living upside down on a ball, spinning 1,000 miles an hour, if that's what you want to believe. I just think he's a little further out from the center, which is the North Pole. Mark D. Laying the Mark D on him right here. Oh, no, for the win. Takes it. Ford. Mark D. Gonna have to win in lane 2. Or we will be having another big upset right here. For the win, trying to shut him down from 1 in race 3. Mark D put that Australian Thunderfoot on him, boy. Here we go. Ooh, that is it. Mark D is done. Crazy. Slowed down so much in that race. He did have a little bit of a issue with one of his wheels when I was trying to graphite him. It took a minute to get it to break in. Obviously, he's got problems again. In the finals, nobody picked him. How could you not pick him with a name like For the Win Diecast? Who's he gonna race? Is it gonna be Bo from Your Nightmare in the lightweight 37 gram stalker? The big Nick Devers at about 60, 56, 58. Can't read it. I must have been really unconcerned with making that legible. Bo coming out of 2. Nick Devers, the legend, custom diecast in 1. Nick Devers with the first of 21:09. Swapping lanes, Bo. Gotta go, Bo. What? Devers gonna be in 2. Your Nightmare, the red Hurricane Stalker. Trying to stay alive in 1, or Devers goes to the final against For the Win. Here we go. Nick Devers tied him. No advantage. Bo stepping it up. He did that last time. Smoked the first race, won the second, third. Didn't win the second here. But it's still advantage Devers. If Bo wins this, we go on to the average because it won't be 2 in a row. Oh, there could be. Here we go. Did not do it. Nick Devers to the finals. Congratulations on some fine driving there, Bo. But in the finals, 2 stalkers that could actually be race cars, both numbered. For the Win diecast in that slick little number 4. I told you he was driving a car that had the layout to win and be fast against the veteran, the vet. Theme song having Modified Madness Racing, Station Wagon Building, American Muscle 3 winning. Nick Devers in lane 1. Here we go. Nick takes the first. That Huffman is stretching it out in the big end now. Devers will be in lane 2 for the win. Gonna have to pull it out of his ass if he wants to get a win. He's gonna be in lane 1. Devers trying to close him out. Here we go. think he got him, and no, for the win, got him. Wow, Devers with a terrible run for the win. Now going for the win in lane 2. Incredible. Cinderella story. Devers trying not to choke it here for one. Here we go. Devers takes it, man. He is so inconsistent in that car. Race 4. Devers can close it from 2. Or for the win, can take it to overtime. Timed 2-race battle. Listen to this. Alright, here we go. Big race. Here we go. That's it. That's a wrap. Nicka Devers for the win. There it is. The most picked car out of the group for sure. Definitely the Huffman. What am I impressed with here? That car, impressive. That car, impressive. I have to go back and look again. That car just lost too much speed there at the end of the one. Just got eliminated by the Huffman. Pink Stalker wasn't too bad. A lot of these going to end up being wheel swaps. Again, kind of impressed with the Matchbox mixed wheel car. But there you go, the winner. The Chevy Stalkers. Huffman brings it home for him, and my new fastest Huffman in my collection. Thank you, Nick Devers, for winning. Appreciate all you guys for racing. Red Pill Racing. We're going to be back. We're going to race. We're going to get these bad boys ran. We got a lot of new fast cars coming. We got a lot of new fast cars here that we got to race. So stay tuned. Keep it locked. Crack 'em, track 'em. Red Pill, we out.